Hi guys. Okay, welcome to my channel. I'm Cece and it's a new year, it's a new Cece. I've got my cute little double buns. I like to do these so they look like cat ears, so like I can look like a kitten, but it also works for today's look because we're kind of doing something a little dark, a little punk, a little rocker, and I totally look like I could be in Paramore circa like 2007. So as you can see, we're going to be doing kind of a darker, cool tone, smoky eye to ring in the new year, to let go of fall colors, and to get in the January mood. So stay tuned. Okay, so as you can see, I have you nice and zoomed in today because today's look is a little bit daunting, I know. People get scared using cool colors and gray tones and black, so we're gonna take it slow and we're gonna be nice and close, and I'm gonna make it easy for you guys. Okay, so we're gonna be using the Tartelette in Bloom palette, which has been my go-to neutrals palette for like well over a year now. I love this palette. If you're only gonna have one palette in your life, honestly, make it this one because look at it. It has a full range. It has a matte white, it has a matte black, and it has everything in between that you could ever need. It has shimmers, it has mattes. I love it. So we're actually only going to be using like 3 or 4 shadows today. It's going to be pretty simple, but we're going to take it slow anyway. So we're going to start with a big fluffy brush, a Morphe M573. It looks like this. And we're going to go in with Flower Child just to set the concealer I put on my eye earlier. Okay, so now our transition shade and the main shade of the day is going to be Jet Setter. This cool toned, like medium brown. And you're just going to put that in your crease, all in your corner, all in your outer corner, and you can kind of even let it float across the rest of your eye. You'll see as I go. Alright, now that we have that built up to like a good opacity, we're going to go back in with Flower Child around the edges to kind of soften it up and blend. Okay, so now I'm going to stick with our same gray brown Jet Setter, but I'm going to move over to a Morphe M506, which is a smaller fluffy brush, and so that I can get tight along my lash line. Alright, so now we're going to get a little bit darker, so we're going to stick with the M506 and we're going to move to the black in this palette, which is called Smoke Show. So see, what you want to start to do is, I know this is like awful looking and messy, but you want to start creating kind of a V. That's why this is called kind of like the outer V of your eye. And you're just going to be really careful not to let this black explode all over your eye. You're going to keep it very concentrated on the outer corner and just do really small circular motions to blend it. Alright, so switching back over to the M573, we're going to go back in with Jet Setter and kind of blend things together. All right, so now that things are looking pretty blended out in the outer corner, we're gonna move on to the lid and the inner corner and do that kind of shimmery metallic moment. All right, so for my flat brush today, I'm gonna be using the double-sided brush that comes with the Urban Decay Naked palettes, and I'm gonna be using the smaller end. And we're gonna go in with the shade Rocker. It's a really cool kind of like gray with almost like a lavender pearliness to it, and we're gonna put that on the lid. All right, so now to intensify that, we're gonna go in with the same shade, but we're gonna spritz our brush with a little bit of Urban Decay All Nighter. All right, so you could totally just leave your eye like this. We have a nice dark outer corner, we have a nice metallic-y silver inner corner, but I'm gonna go in with a little bit of this loose pigment from Naked Cosmetics, and it's kind of hard to show because it's loose and it'll go everywhere, but I'll show you like the best I can. So it looks kind of brown in the pan, but it's like a silvery taupey with like blue and purple reflex, and I'm just gonna put that in the center of my lid. So now we're gonna go back in with our black and darken up things in the corner just a little bit more because some of the shimmers flew over there. Okay, so now we're gonna wipe away this powder and do the lower lash line. So first things first, you want to get everything off of your little blending brush. And okay, so now that it's nice and clean, you're just going to go in really small little blending motions to kind of soften this harsh line up just a little bit. Okay, and so now we're gonna go in with Jet Setter on the lower lash line. And we're just gonna leave it like that for now while we finish up the upper lid. We're gonna blend all of that some more, and then we're gonna put some eyeliner on. All right, so today I'm gonna be using the Wet n Wild Mega Liner. It's liquid liner, and we're gonna be doing a wing. So I'm not really gonna narrate what I'm doing, but I figured I'd film it anyway, just so you guys could see what's going on. so that's pretty much how I do my wings. I don't really believe that there's a right way or a wrong way to do a wing. I feel like everybody does it differently, but that's just how I do mine. Now we're gonna go in with a black stick liner. Any kohl liner you have is fine. And I'm gonna line underneath my bottom lashes and my waterline. Okay, so now that I'm looking scary and like I'm in 7th grade, we're gonna go in with a small flat brush and the black shadow, and we're gonna smudge that out. Okay, and now we're gonna take our little M506 and we're gonna go in with our brown shade Jet Setter, and we're gonna blend that. All right, and now that we think we're done, we're just gonna go back in with our big fluffy blending brush one more time, and we're gonna blend around the edges. And to finish off the eye, I'm just gonna be taking this matte white shade to highlight my brow bone and my inner corner before we go in with a sparkly highlight. All right, so here is our dark smoky eye. I'm gonna go finish off the rest of my face and I'll be back to show you the finished look. All right, everybody, so here's the finished look. As you can see, I look awesome. I totally look like I could go to a concert right now. I could go to the bar. I could trap a man. I could do anything with this look on. I honestly love it, and I love the way it makes my eyes pop. And I feel like cool colors are really slept on, but honestly, they really get the job done when it comes to making your eyes pop. They really work well with any coloring, especially brown eyes and blue eyes. But just a little rundown of what I did while I wasn't with you guys. I put on lashes by Emery in the style Sienna, and for my highlighter, I used the I Like Your Face palette by ColourPop, and I mixed together these two lighter shades. And then for lips, I used the Aquarius pencil from ColourPop. I was gonna use the Aquarius gloss on top, but of course I left it in my car and it's like 0 degrees outside, so I used the Moonchild gloss, which I know I always use, but let's be honest, it's awesome. It's so glossy, it's so shiny, and I love it. So I hope you guys had a great start to 2018, and I know this is gonna be a great year, so I'll talk to you soon. Bye.